Let me introduce you to a place you've never been before, yet every turn you take looks eerily familiar. Each turn, in fact, looks almost exactly the same as the last. 600 million square miles of yellowed office space. You feel the moist carpet underneath your feet with each step you take. You wander aimlessly through the expanse as the mono-yellow walls and the subtle hum buzz of the fluorescent lights slowly drives you to insanity. You've involuntarily entered the backrooms. There's no exit, and those who inhabit it are sure to enjoy your company. At least that's my basic knowledge of it. I'm making a backrooms game. I uploaded this test video a few months ago on my Twitter where I showed off the general aesthetic I wanted with the walls and the lights. However, this is far from a finished product. I mean, where's the endless corridors and the spawn of the darkest recesses of the internet's imagination? Let's tackle the first problem: hallways. I want every single playthrough of the game to be completely different. So how do we create a new map each time the game is played? Let me introduce you to the wonderful world of maze generation. There are tons of different algorithms that do all different things. However, I settled on one based on Prim's algorithm. Essentially, we pick a random point on our grid as our starting point and create 4, we'll call them frontier points. Now we pick one of these points at random and extend our line out and generate new frontier points. We repeat this process until all the frontier points are gone and the maze is filled up. Massive shout out to this guy, Ferenc, by the way. He's got a video demonstrating almost every single maze algorithm out there, so seeing the process slow down was super useful. After a few minor issues, I came to a solution I really liked. Now, we have a maze laid out for us, and this is great and all, but you can't exactly walk around a 2D texture. Turning this into a playable map is actually not that difficult though. We can just loop over the texture and spawn a hallway object wherever there's a white pixel. After doing a quick test with basic blocks, I modeled a hallway cell in Blender to replace the block. Now that I have this hallway cell, how do we turn this into the infinite expanse that is the backrooms? Based on a pixel's adjacent cells, I can have a script determine which walls need to be enabled in order to create a seamless hallway. Now, to be honest, at this point, it looked really bad. Up at this point, I was just using Unity's real-time lighting. The lighting was harsh and bright and way too yellow for what I actually wanted. And you could see clear seams and lines between cells which completely broke the immersion. In order to fix this, I had to delve into light baking. Unity has light baking built in. The problem with baking lights in Unity is that you have to tick the static box in the inspector, which renders the object immovable. This is great for quickly baking lights for maps and objects that are not ever going to move during runtime. However, I need to instantiate the hallway object over and over and over again in different positions. When I instantiated the hallway object, the object spawned in the correct position, but the renderer stayed where it was baked. So instead of baking in Unity, I decided to bake lights to a texture in Blender. And when I was finished, it was perfect. All I had to do was create an unlit shader so that the model is unaffected by lights, and assign the textures created in Blender to the models. The result gives this illusion that the scene is fully lit by the lights in the ceiling, but in reality, there are no active lights in the scene. Like, at all. I don't know why this little trick is so cool to me. Not only have I made the lights more realistic than before, but I also have probably increased the performance, even if it's just a little. Of course, these lights won't react to other lighting, and the ceiling lights don't actually emit lights, but for the purpose of being a map, this works so well. So this is where I currently am with this project. I would love to turn this into a fully fledged game and release it for you all to play, so I hope you're as excited to see it as I am to finish it. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. Don't forget to subscribe. My Discord link is down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.